Gentlemen, have you ever heard of Naaman? Naaman in the Bible was a commander. He, as you can imagine, someone like General Patakis, or someone like Colin Powell in our history currently. And he was revered. He was someone not only with a big name, but with a lot of respect. If you can picture all of the medals and all of the distinctions in the military, he was that guy. And he served the Syrian army. But Naaman had an issue. Naaman had leprosy. And in that time, and even today, leprosy is worse than AIDS. Leprosy killed you instantly, chunk by chunk. It would literally eat your flesh. And it was also very contagious. So when someone had leprosy in the Bible times, even in the New Testament, they were deemed unclean, and they had to be cast out outside of the community. They could not, forget about quarantine, forget about staying home, and restricted, forget about wearing masks. No, we're talking about you're now put in a whole community with other people like you, and you could not be part of the common interaction. And we're talking about a 5-star general that now is having to deal with the idea that he can't even be in the community. And so Naaman was not a follower of God. He was a Syrian. He was what's called, someone that was not part of the Jewish tradition or Israelite. But he had heard that there was a prophet in Israel named Elisha. There was a servant where the general was serving that had told him about him. Now, in his mind, Naaman, obviously he's desperate. So he's saying, all right, I got to do what I got to do. So let me go see what this guy's going to tell me. But for Naaman to go to a prophet in Israel was like a general in today's military to go to a third world country to ask for help. So in his mind, his dignity, his honor was probably crushed, his ego. He had to humble himself, but he did it. He went, and the Bible says that the prophet didn't even go to answer the door. So to go from insult to injury, here's the general that demanded respect, sends his servant to answer the door with instructions. And he tells Naaman, go to the Jordan River and dip yourself in there 7 times. And Naaman is like, who is this guy? What is he talking about? Does he know who I am? Does he know that I am one of the highest ranking officers in the Syrian army? One of the enemies of Israel? I could have his life. But because he had an illness, he had something that separated him from the norm. He believed him. He said, okay, all right, I'll do what it is. And can you imagine? The Jordan River was dirty. The Jordan, it wasn't like, Punta Cana, I guess we can say, or one of those Mexican beaches that you and I have probably experienced. Beautiful, kind of like that turquoise water, or in Hawaii, all these beautiful beaches. No, he could have told them, go to the nice beach. Nope, he told them, go to the Jordan River. And I could imagine Naaman going one time and saying, what am I doing? But desperate measures, right? You do what you have to. Fast forward, Naaman eventually obeys. God not only heals him from the leprosy immediately, but he saves his soul. He gives him purpose. He connects him to purpose, and he becomes part of the family of God. And sometimes God will allow things to happen around us and to us that the whole goal of it is to bring us closer to him. Because we can say we're Christian, we can say we go to church, we can say that we're part of legacy-minded men, we can say all these things, but if we are still not completely surrendering to God and not obeying when he tells us, hey, hypothetically speaking, go to the Jordan River and dip yourself 7 times. And we're like, I ain't gonna do that. I mean, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, God is saying, that doesn't impress me. Your obedience is what gets my attention, because obedience is better than sacrifice. And so Naaman is a reminder to us that no matter how haughty we think we are, how high up, how much money we can make, how much recognition we have in the world, there's always a need for God in our lives. He needed healing and he got salvation.